17 points per game. What sticks out to me, though, is yes, he can spot up for that occasional three. He'll launch him if he's open, but Corey's got excellent instincts off the ball. He finds empty pockets in the defense for lobs and weak side buckets. Another element for him, he's an elite 2-foot jumper, meaning once he gathers, plants, and explodes, you can book it. 6'6", 220, a high motor. He's physical on the glass, 8.5 rebounds a game, 24 total on the offensive glass.
Meanwhile, for this JMU Dukes, it has been a phenomenal start to the year, and Bradley Douglas has been at the helm.
Yeah, preseason first team all Sun Belt, 14.5 points per game. He went 6 for 7 against Townsend in his last game. I can promise you two things. Number one, if Douglas is this open, like he is on these highlights, it's going to be a long night for FIU. And the second thing is Jeremy Ballard will not let this guy be this free. I digress. Douglas is a guy that is under control at all times. Stocky build, 6'1", 195, low to the floor. He has to be contained specifically late in the shot clock. I was listening to Preston Spradlin after the post-game victory against Towson, and he talked about a lot of these guys, and Sydney had mentioned it, 13 new players on this team. Not a lot of them have experienced winning. So when they get early on, I mean, you look at James Madison's record, they're 3-3. For some of these guys are thinking, oh, here we go again.
Woo! Sweet feed, easy finish. Larry lays the hammer.
In pregame and halftime, and that'll be good enough. And they certainly believed that, and they stayed the course. And I would tell you, for a team of 13 new guys, okay, many of which haven't experienced a whole lot of winning at their last stop or stops, right?
He's right back out there after missing a bit with injury. Right on cue, Corey Stevenson opens Feast Week.
And this is where James Madison is susceptible. They were out-rebounded 38-23 by Townsend in their last game.
Team, Coach Spradlin emphasizing the exact same thing. Getting better from downtown.
JMU shoots close to 40% as a team, and for FIU, that was the big emphasis going into this season. They only hit 5.1 threes per game. They're up to 8.5 here in 2025.
McBride driving inside, and the efforts of Justin McBride are rewarded.
He can hurt you in so many ways. I don't want to call him a stretch 5. I'm going to call him a stretch 4 here, Corey, but he's got the ability to shoot the ball. We saw that, 21 points, and he's shooting a really good percentage from 50%. But over his last 4 games, 18 for 29. He's been efficient, and he's hard to defend, especially at big size. And you had mentioned about the new landscape of college basketball, and every year you're recruiting some. These are bus stops now for these players, but the two things that Jeremy Ballard talked about was character and skill.
That's why Team Steven play Feast Week, for that exact opportunity to learn about their team and get that tournament atmosphere well before they hit the postseason.
And now we're going to figure out if they're cupcake eaters or not, because now you're starting to meet your match. This is a good litmus test tonight.
On the board for 2.
And right now, FIU, if it's not a 3, it's a paint shot. It is underneath the rim. It is crashing the boards. It is making this game physical for the Dukes.
Quick steal. That's FIU's bread and butter. Williamson!
It's elite athleticism from Ashton Williamson in transition. Incredible footwork, the balance, ability to hang in the air. And FIU is cooking with gas right now.
Was day one stuff in Miami.
Lewis looking for the foul there, doesn't get it. And then again, FIU, the emphasis, push, push, push. Mackey transition 3. And then on the other end, McBride spins, slips, and this is the footwork here. 1-2, hang, hit. 16-12 early on for FIU, and I saw Jeremy Ballard. He was yelling at the referee that he thought Lewis may have kicked out. That's a classic move, right? As a three-point shooter, when you know you're off or you know it's a tough closeout, you try to bail out and flail a little bit.
Resume of success, and the Dukes have been wildly successful.
And those 20 wins is second most in program history for a first-year head man at James Madison. Jeremy Ballard talked about it with us this afternoon that he wants to see two things. He wants to see his team speed up JMU and rely on his defensive principles in the half court, but also crash the glass. And you see it early on. The Panthers have 6 offensive rebounds to James Madison 1. And I think if you're JMU, you're trying to settle in. I feel like they haven't played their best brand of basketball early in this game, and they're down 1.
Basketball through and through.
That's what I'm talking about with that 2 feet ability. I mean, when he is able to set and explode, That's an NBA sort of play right there to be able to reverse it.
Neuhoff trying to get by Olenka. He can't. Larry Olenka stands tall.
And that's that speed, that's that physicality. Neuhoff thinks he's going to get a one-on-one opportunity in the post. Not so fast. The Panthers are running around, sprinting. This defense, you can feel it right now. As we get another look at this dunk. Watch this, 2 feet, right hand reverse. I mean, that's elite stuff there.
Natural. That in Conference USA in steals last year. Stevenson 3. Long board. Zoddy Jackson's back in the game. Second time is the...
FIU has launched 12 threes. They've made 4 of them. And I'm okay with every one of them.
Yeah.
Stevenson gets another look at this, top of the key, off another offensive rebound. And this time he's able to make that adjustment, put a little bit more arc on that bad boy. And you see the emotion. I'm not trying to guard him.
Continued it at Florida Southwestern.
1 of 2 returners. That's like a lot now, right? For 2025?
Pretty much.
When you lose a couple games, they're probably thinking, oh, man, here we go again. Coach is just going to go off and think that this thing is done. I walked into the film room. I'm like, listen, we're going to be fine.
It's against Towson, in line for a bigger role today. Certainly in line for a bigger role today.
Well, Olenka went to double there, and you just got a free Wilbon cutting straight to the basket. That's the easiest 2 he'll have all year. Corey, this is communication. You're going to double, and then you leave a free cutter in Wilbon just diving straight to the rim. I know Jeremy Ballard is not going to be happy about that one in the film session tomorrow.
Zoddy pushing pace. Jackson, full head of steam and 2 points.
Incredible speed right there by Jackson. Another guy that FIU missed in the last game right there, just carving through the defense and making his way to the rim and then using his body there to lay it up. He's not a big guy from a tall perspective, but able to use his body and skill.
Relevant in about a month and a half because Liberty returns everything. Other than that, in Conference USA, all these teams look brand new and no one knows anything.
Hey, I would take that poll and I'd put that on the locker room.
Oh, it has been.
It has been, okay. You can confirm that?
It's been brought up.
No, but it's a great point, Corey, because you had mentioned Liberty. They're bringing back all these guys, and that's such a rarity. We had talked about it even before. But really, I don't want to say it's a toss-up. Maybe that's too much of an oversimplification, but in a lot of ways it is.
It is.
You know, when you're bringing in so many different players from different programs, you have to simplify your offense. You have to simplify your defense and principles. So you never know if you actually squeeze the most talent and potential out of teams anymore.
Both teams in an offensive rhythm.
Right here, kick out to Jones, who's able to knock down his second 3 of the game. And on the other, here's Douglas. This is why he goes to his own pace. He draws the defense in, throws it up to Eddie Ricks, and 2 hands for safety for that 2 on the other end. I just love the footwork of these bigs. Early on, Olenka, Elijah. It's not easy to move like that when you're 6'11".
Yeah.
Buddy Jackson, veteran there, able to make that play and draw a foul. Corey, if FIU wants a chance to have the close game with a minute left, as Jackson knocks down the first free throw, you hear this term a lot in basketball, kills. That means you get back-to-back-to-back stops defensively. They just got one there, but they're going to need a couple if they want a chance to climb back in this game.
Great bit of basketball terminology from you. We've been using kills a lot in this gym the last few days with the volleyball tournament in town.
Mackey on the other end gets really a matchup that he probably liked on the big, but little did we know that Wilborn has this ability to stay with guards and also secure another block. I know we've talked a ton about Justin McBride, but what Wilborn has done tonight cannot be understated. He's been outstanding late for the Dukes.
Justin McBride gets the big block there. Of the Sun Belt preseason favorites. And
it's a tough one for FIU for a couple reasons. Number 1, Corey Stevenson was tremendous tonight. 25 points, 10 for 22. What lacked was that second score. They couldn't get anyone really going outside of Stevenson in that second half, but a ton of kudos to James Madison tonight. Justin McBride, tremendous, 26 points. And late in the game, it was a sum of its parts. Eddie Ricks at moments, Bradley Douglas, maybe didn't light up the scoreboard tonight, but he did have 5 assists, and that was the difference late in this game to have an experienced veteran play make. That's what separates wins and losses a lot of times.